The early female deity had commanded great reverence because reproduction was revered. In those far-off days, it was vitally important for the domestic animals, the crops, and the human beings themselves to breed as freely and successfully as possible. Their survival depended upon it. But so successful was she that she brought about her own downfall. As villages grew into towns and towns into ancient cities, two things happened. One was that people started to become crowded together, so producing children became less of a burning need. And at the same time, the male role in organizing these new cities became more important. The old male hunting groups became converted into new male ruling groups. They focused on a new kind of hunting now, the ritual hunting we usually refer to as war. In some countries, men go shopping for guns at the local gun market rather as women go shopping for vegetables. Guns have had an abiding fascination for men ever since they were invented 600 years ago. The Freudian interpretation of the gun as a metal phallus that ejaculates bullets has become something of a joke. And yet the glee with which men play with their guns and the excitement generated when they fire them off does seem to go beyond the merely military. Are these men really thinking of the damage to human flesh that these weapons can cause as they lovingly inspect them and fondle them? Or are they acting out some deeper, more carnal masculine fantasies? Although it's true that women have been known to engage in gunplay from time to time, the world of firearms has always been a predominantly male pursuit, and has gradually become a standard expression of masculine power and the enforcement of male domination. Any attempt to take guns away from men who are used to carrying them produces a passionate reaction so intense that it's almost as if they're being threatened with castration. And it's undeniable that the development of male weapons from muskets to rockets has paralleled the rise of masculine domination in human society. For these adult females, life holds little in the way of adventure or creativity. Forbidden to show their faces in public, they must live out their existence in a social cocoon. This is a male world where, however one looks at it, it's clear that women have lost their social equality, even though they're still expected to give birth to and rear the next male-dominated generation.
Chimpanzees and bonobos live in similar jungles in equatorial Africa. They look alike, live in the same size communities, and eat similar foods. Violence is a fact of life for chimpanzees. Battles between neighboring communities are common. So is the physical abuse of females by males.
Chimpanzee society is horridly patriarchal, horridly brutal in many ways from the female point of view. I mean, the young males, the late adolescents, it's almost a rite of passage for them. In order to be an adult male chimpanzee, you have to be able to dominate all of the females. So that's rough from the female's point of view. They regularly get beaten up in horrid ways.
Wrangham frequently finds himself in the middle of what, for want of another term, must be called a domestic dispute.
Bob is a young female and she's quite upset about being approached by the dominant male for sex. She's only used really to mating the young boys. There's our alpha male in Los Angeles, not used to being denied, and always after Tonga.
Bonobos, on the other hand, are essentially peaceful. In all instances, bonobos are predisposed to make love, not war. So why are humankind's closest relatives so different? Bonobos, on the other hand, seem to find sex thoroughly enjoyable.
You get standard heterosexual interactions, which are often face-to-face, the way they are in humans. You also see what we call ventral upright matings, where a male and female will hang together out of a tree suspended and have sex. Males have sex with other males in what we call rump rubbing, stand and rub their scrotums together. We also see something among males called penis fencing, where males will descend off of branches by their arms and rub their erect penises back and forth. And then a very remarkable behavior in which two females rub their genital swellings together in rapid sideways motions.
So, what's allowed bonobo females to establish such peaceful relations with males? Parrish believes the answer is female solidarity.
By cooperating with each other and solidifying their bonds and reducing any tension that does exist, they're able to form alliances with each other and cooperatively dominate males. And this changes the whole balance of power and the whole social dynamic in the group and makes it radically different from chimpanzees.